Hey guys, welcome back to Promise Creation. My name is Nosipo Promise, and today I am going to be showing you guys how to do the Jesus beanie. So you guys, I saw this project on YouTube. While I was like scrolling, and then I was like, oh, this looks so cute, and who wouldn't want Jesus on their forehead? So, and then I was like, okay, but like it's my first time. It's gonna be my first time because I've never done anything with letters. I've never tried letters, and this was my first time trying letters. And can you believe how cool I am, to a point that while I was thinking about doing this project, I was like, why don't I make a tutorial? And I was like, girl, that's impossible, but like, why don't I make a tutorial while tutoring myself? And I did it because who I am. So I'm so really proud of myself, and this is how it turned out. It turned out so good and cute. Unfortunately guys, because I actually wanted to like do this introduction while I'm wearing it, but okay, and that's so sad because like I was ready. I was like, ding, so figure introduction wearing yabo ibini yam, but again akwenzekanga because guys, I really can't show you. I really can't show you, but I can show you how to do it. So even this thing is I don't even remember when like in this tank it's been years. Actually, it's been years. And do you know when was the first time I was wearing it? If you have watched my videos, there is a video where I'm like doing the introduction and I'm wearing this hat, and that was my first time wearing this hat. So the shooting them in because even like ama-caps nje awangifanele-ke wona ngaze ngaphisana ngawo, and right now it is so hot ngale ndlela yokuthi I really wish I had a cap. So kusho ukuthi kumele ngiyithenge, maybe-ke umqondo uzoshintsha because umqondo ubuyitshela ukuthi into ayingifanele yabo, and then later on you just find out I was like being delusional now. So yeah, anyways guys, before we go to the actual video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. Please comment, please engage, please you guys. So I would see you.
Okay guys, so these are the yarns that I'm going to be using, and they are not in the same color. They have like different colors, even the green.
Okay, so to start off, you are going to roll your yarn like this, and the tail be on the side, and then you are going to grab your other yarn like this with your hook to make a knot, and then you are going to have to make 12 double crochets. So you yarn over and you make your first double crochets. So you are going to make 12 double crochets like this. Okay, so now we have 12 double crochets. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12, and then you are going to hold on to your tail and then pull it, so your double crochets are going to get closer like this to make something like a round or a circle, and then you are going to slip stitch here on your knots that you made when you first started making your double crochets like this. Okay, so now you are going to chain 1 and continue with your double crochets, but you are going to make an increase. So you yarn over and make 2 double crochets on the first stitch like this, and then you make 1 double crochets on your next stitch. You make 2 on your next stitch. You make 1 and you make 1 on your next stitch. So it's 1 and 2, 1 and 2. Okay, so at the end of the row you slip stitch, you chain 1 and make 2 double crochets on the same stitch. We are making another increase here on this row, So on the next stitch you are going to make 1 double crochet, and on the next stitch 1 double crochet, then 2 double crochets in the same stitch, and then 1 double crochet on the next stitch, and 1 double crochet on the next stitch. So okay, when you have reached the end, and then you make a slip stitch, and then make chain 1, then make 2 double crochets on the same stitch, then 1 double crochet on the next stitch, and 1 double crochet on the next stitch, and 1 double crochet on the next stitch. So on this row we have 3 single crochets on each stitch, then 2 double crochets on the same stitch. Okay, so it's 2 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet. Now it's going to be 2 double crochet, and then 1 1 1 and 2. Okay, so when you reach the end, we slip stitch on the first stitch that we made, and then on this row we chain 1, and then now we are going to increase by 4 single crochets. So yarn over, double crochet on the same stitch, place it, it's 4 single crochets into each stitch. 1 2 3 and 4. And now I am going to make 2 double crochets on the stitch, and then make single crochets, make 4 single crochets, and then 2 double crochets on the same stitch. Okay, so when you are done with your row, you slip stitch and chain 1. So on this row we are going to make an increase of 5 double crochets. That means you're gonna have 2 double crochets on the same stitch and 5 double crochets into each stitch. So here we are going to make 2 double crochets on the same stitch, 1 double crochet on the next 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 stitch, and 1 double crochet. So now we have 5 double crochet into each stitch. Then here you make 2 double crochet into the same stitch. Okay, so when you are done with your row, you slip stitch and chain 1. Then on this row you are going to make an increase of like 6 double crochet. So to start off, we start with making 2 double crochet on the same stitch. Then you make double crochets into 6 double crochets into each stitch. 1 2 3 4 5 and 6, and then you make 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Okay, so when you have reached the end of your row, you slip stitch and chain 1. Okay, so when we are done with your row, you slip stitch and chain 1. On this row we are going to make the increase of 8 double crochet into each stitch. So on the first stitch we start off by making 2 double crochets, and we make our increase of 8 increase. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Then 2 double crochets into the same stitch. Then we continue with our 8 double crochet into each stitch. Okay, now this is how it looks, and now we are going to make 10 rows of double crochet. We are done with our increase, so we are going to make 10 rows of the double crochet into each stitch. Okay guys, so I ended up having 11 double crochets, or 11 rows of double crochets. So, and we started our increase here, so it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. That's why our increase stopped. Then I did single crochets from here: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11. So okay, so now we are going to do the single crochets, 19 single crochets, and then we are going to start with our letters. Okay, so now we have our 19 double crochets. As you can see, they start from here and end here. So what you do now is to grab your white yarn or any color that you chose for yourself. Okay, and then so like as you can see here, I finished the double crochet, but you don't finish the double crochet here. What you do is inserting or adding your white yarn here like this. And then now you don't cut your green yarn, so you work over it just for the neatness, and then you continue with your double crochet on the next stitch. So we are going to do 2 white double crochets here like this, and make sure you work over the other yarn or the strand. So, and now you don't finish on the second double crochet, you don't finish, you go back to your green and add on it like this, and then you do now 1 green double crochet, like this, or you don't finish here, so you add on white. So now we are going to do 5 white double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, so you don't finish your double crochet, but you switch back on the green So you make your one double crochet. So these are one double crochets of greens are our spaces. So now we switch back on white like this. And okay, so this was J and this is E. So now we are going to start an S. So on the S we continue with 5 double crochets. Yeah, going to make 5 double crochets. Yeah. And 5. So on the last one we switch back on the green, then we make 1 double crochet of green. So okay, and we switch back on the white. And guys, please don't forget to work under and over the yarn that you are not using for the neatness of your work. So now we have made J, E, S, and now we are going to make U. So to make U, we are going to make 2 white double crochets, 2 green. This is the first one, 2, and we switch back on the green, and 1, and 2, we switch back on white and another 2. And we switch back on green, and now we are going to make 1 double crochet and then make the S letter. Oh, one mistake. So we switch back on, and the S has 5 double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we switch back on the green. Okay, so now we are done with our letters. So I'm going to continue with my green until we are here. Okay, so now we are here. We are going to switch back on, and if you do see here, this is where our green ended, and now we are going to switch on the white, and we will do 2 white double crochets. Yeah, like this. And then we switch back on the green. We do 1 green double crochet, and we switch back on white. We do 2 white double crochets, we switch back on the green here. Okay, we are going to do 4, I believe there are 4 green double crochets. And we are going to switch back on white and do 2 white double crochets. Then we switch back on the green. And we switch back on white, and we are going to do 2 white double crochets, 2 green double crochets. Oh, we switch back on here. And we switch back on white. And we'll switch back on green. Switch back on white. And we are going to do 2 double crochets here and continue with the green, because this is the S. 2 white double crochets, and we switch back on the green. Then we cut the yarn. And then we continue with our green. Okay, so on this row we are pretty much going to do the same thing we were doing on the previous row. So now we switch back on white. This has to be it. Yeah. We switch back on the white. We do 2 white double crochets here. And we switch back on the green. So we do 4 green double crochets here. Okay, now we are here. You can switch on to white. Yes. And we make
2 white double crochet like this. Here was the 5 white double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to switch back onto green. We make 1 green double crochet. And we switch back onto white. And we do 5 white double crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We switch back onto green. We switch back onto white. And here we do 2 white double crochets, 2 green double crochets, 2 white double crochets. We switch back onto green. 1 and 2. Switch back onto white. Excuse me. So 1, and 2. Switch back onto green. And we switch back onto white. Yeah, I'm going to do 2 white double crochets. No, it's 5. Yeah, 5 white double crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we continue with is it 5? This one seems more than. Let's make. Oh yeah, it's 5. And then we are going to make 2 double crochet.
and 2. And switch back onto green. Then 1, green, double crochet, switch back onto white. Is it? Yeah, it's white. 1 and 2. We switch back onto green because this is E, so yeah. 1, 2, 3, and we continue with our green like this. We continue with our green this. And this is the S. And then we switch back onto white. 1 and 2. We switch back onto green. 1 green. We switch back onto white. 1 down to white, 2 green to white. We switch back onto green. 1, 2. We switch back onto white. 1 and we switch back onto green. 1 we switch back onto, is it? No, because this is S, so we don't switch. We continue with our green like this. 2 and 3. Then we switch back onto white. 1 and 2. Switch back onto green and we continue with our green. So now I'm going to cut white, then I'll meet you guys when I'm done. Okay, so we are back here again. So we are going to insert our white, then make 2 double crochet.
and switch back to green. One green. We switch back to white. Then we do two white ears. Two white, double crochet, and we switch back to green. And we continue with green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, and 7. We switch back to white. Make 2 white. 1, 2. I don't know if guys you can see me, but I think I'm doing great. I'm showing you. And green, switch back to white. Bundle beautiful. Now we are going to do 2 white double crochets, 2 green double crochets, and 2 1 and 2. Switch back to green. 2 crochets, 2 green double crochets, 1 and 2. Then we go back to white. 1 and 2. Switch back to green. 2, 3, and switch back to white. Next 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Switch back to green. Then we cut white. I'm switching. Cut white. And then I'm going to continue and come back. Yeah, this is how fast it looks like. I'm going to continue and come back.
Okay guys, so we are now here, and here as you can see, like I have stopped continuing with my green here. So we are going to start with a J. So we are going to make J properly here. So we are going to, okay, so let's count here. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 stitches, or like double crochet, yeah, I would say stitches. So we are going to make 2 white double crochets, and then 2 green double crochets, and then you're going to do 2 white double crochets. Okay, so we are going to switch on to white here, and then make our 2 white double crochets here. And then we switch back onto green, and then we make 2 green double crochet, and we switch back onto white.
Okay, so now I'm going to switch back onto green, and then you continue with 2 2 2 2 2 in green. Yeah, like 2 white, 2 white, 2 white in green. So I'll meet you guys back here. Okay, so now that you are back here, we do the same thing that we did in the previous row. So insert white yarn, and we make 2 double crochets, 2 white double crochets, 1 and 2. We switch back on the green, then we continue. Okay, now that we are here, we are going to make 2 white double crochets. This is like the end of our letter, so we are going to use white a lot on this row, and we continue by doing white double crochets. And so here we switch it right up to green, and switch it up to white. And so now we are going to do 5 white double crochets. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we switch back to green here, and I'm going to do, let me see, 1 and 2, 1 green, then we switch back to white. Okay, we continue until 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And switch back to green. Switch back to white. One and 2, and we continue with white. This is U now. We are doing the letter U. And then we switch back to green. Make 1 green double crochet. We switch back to white. And we continue with a letter white, letter S. Switch back to green, and then now you continue with green until you are here. We'll come back, guys. So now that we are here, we are going to just continue with our green and let's add like more 5 rows of green and then see if like it's a fit on our head. So as you can see, we are done writing or making the letters. So yeah, it looks so good and nice and neat. So now we're just going to continue with our green, and then I'm going to add another color here because this one is finishing, and I'm going to change the color because I was going to use this one, but no, like it is too light and I love dark colors. So I'm going to add the green, dark green color here, because I don't think I'm gonna make like 5 rows with this one. So I'm gonna meet you guys when I have added like 5 rows and see if like it fits. Okay, so this is how it looks now. So it looks so cute, and I'm just going to add more rows because yeah, I need more rows. So these are the 5 rows that I added on, so I'm gonna add more, and yeah. Okay, so this is how it looks finished. So I hope you guys find this video very helpful, that you can also do your own beanie. So yeah, I'll meet you guys on the next video, and please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below on how you find this video. And if you want to make your beanie longer, then you can add on the rows, and I would suggest that if you add another rows, and then your letters should be, you know, down, not up like this one. So you need to lower your letters. Yeah, no, they shouldn't be on the center at least, but maybe on the near end of your beanie. Yeah, so it will look good and cute. So thank you for watching. I'll meet you on the next one.